Hey there folks and friends, Connecting Dots here. It's Saturday, December 15th, 2012. Continuing on here with the massacre, very unfortunate massacre that's taking place in Connecticut, Newtown, Connecticut to be precise. Yesterday I put up a video. I had to take it down because, you know folks, there's just, as I mentioned in that video, I was just on to it for about an hour and a half roughly of searching stories. It's unbelievable how the media has just lied about certain things, and unfortunately I got caught up in that stuff. But now I've come back here. Here's another video, fresh stuff here. I'll start off from the very beginning. You know, he wasn't crying. That's President Obama. There was no tears there, folks. Okay, I showed that video. I hope you went and looked at it. Let's make that clear. I also pointed out how I believe this was nothing more than another setup here. Yes, they were willing to kill these people to get their way. Another setup to try and take your guns away. And I go, look, well, sure enough, here's another one here, you know. Democratic lawmaker, to get gun control, Obama must exploit the shooting. You know, and I'm not the only one. There's all kinds of holes in the stories here. Watch. Look at what this young woman's saying here and what she's found.
I honestly don't know what to believe. It seems to be a little bit too coincidental and on cue for the agenda of taking away people's gun ownership rights. So a lot of misconstrued information coming from the media and speculations as to certain information being omitted from the sources, and here's proof.
Okay, so as you can read the stories up there, it says right there, Fox News reported that this second gunman was led out of the woods by officers and then questioned. Okay, and also a CBS affiliate also reported the existence of a second gunman, and the police believe that there may be a second gunman, and they are looking for a red or maroon van with its back window blown out. Now, I didn't get that stories. They were scrubbed out, I guess, from the very beginning. But when I made my video yesterday, I showed how in Canadian press, they had that same story of how there was another gunman who was found wearing camouflage pants in the forest right next to the school. And I got live footage here where they're actually chasing him down. Okay, and I also, oh, wait till you see what comes up here. Unbelievable. So this is from the back of the school here. You'll see the police running out. I'll point them out in the footage as we go along because they are a little tough to see, okay? There's another one there. And they're going up the corner here, up in between them both buildings. So that means there was a helicopter on site immediately after the shooting. Very quick response. Kind of unusual for a small town, don't you think? So there's one officer right here. Seems to be another one right here, and another one down below. You see one walk by here? Here he comes now, I think. There he is right there. You can see him walking by. Oh, he walks back in towards the forest. So there's at least looks like 3 to 4 people down there for sure. So I don't know if they're questioning him at this point. It's hard to see. They don't seem to be standing around anyone. Anyways, it's a short footage here. It's only 1:40. I'll leave a link on my website. And now also yesterday I was talking about this video. Cult does double mass killings today. You know, this is where I was trying to help you folks to connect the dots. A lot of people just, you know, they get offended when I mention that the fact that, well, you know, showed this picture here, and I talked about how the little boy, seemed like he was pulling the agent. This little girl seemed she was scared, but then the other ones were smiling in the background. People get offended at that stuff. I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to point out some of the oddities in this whole thing, how the picture was taken out in the middle of the parking lot away from the school. It's all kind of odd. Regardless here, I don't get fixated on one little thing, and it's unfortunate there's about 3 or 4 people that unsubscribe because of this stuff. Okay, so following along, I'm trying to connect all the truthers here on my website. Sherry Lee, great job on her. She's following the story here. Here we go, folks, fresh off the press.
Jessica Hill, she's the Reuters. She's also Jessica Hill Photography. She's also a ZoomInfo Neustar, Time Warner. And she's the Associated Press. She's been taking pictures of presidents. She's got exclusive indoors. So she now becomes a focus. And they don't like that. That's how Molly got busted. They didn't like being the focus. Let's see some of her work. See? That's Jessica Hill's work.
Okay, so if you don't know what this Stratfor thing's all about, well, actually, listen to this video and I'll get into that in a second.
Jessica Hill and Neustar. Neustar linked to Trapwire and Stratfor. Got the emails. Got Susan Bennett from Neustar. Her email was caught in the Stratfor, and she works with Jessica Hill. And I like how this guy, see, Stratfor's client list, Sue Bennett, Neustar.
Okay, so I don't know anything about Neustar. Stratfor is that CIA data mining collection agency that Alex Jones works for. Yes, he does. Like it or not, if you go see on my playlist there, I got an Alex Jones disinformation agent. Go take a look at it. I've collected that stuff. Sherry Lee's videos are in there. As far as the Trapwire, those of you who've been following me, I've posted it on the Realist News. Funny, I get banned, eh? As a truther, I post real news here. I even posted how if you're using the Firefox, okay, if you're using Firefox browser, you're able to download this program called Collusion, and it allows you to see exactly who's collecting all your data. It shows it kind of like in a spiderweb connection of all these dots, and you know who's transferring what to who and where it all goes to. Anyways, I tried posting that on Realist News, and that was the first reason I got banned the first time about 10 months ago or so. Regardless, here we go again with the Trapwire, and Trapwire is all about these facial recognition cameras that are set up everywhere. It's a program that allows them to immediately identify who you are. So what they're doing is collecting everything how you think and what you say on all these different fictitious truther websites, which is the other thing I was talking about, how all these websites all have these cookie trackers. On my website, I have none of that stuff, folks. I hope you come here. Realize it's not for everyone, but at connectingdots1.com, if you want to become a truther, you got to join a place where we're not going to be tracking you and I'm not trying to sell you some crap. Anyways, I'm going to continue on here. Adam Lanza, a former honor roll student, it says, and he's described as a good kid. I posted a picture yesterday, and it turns out that was his brother. One more picture of that. Here we go. That was his brother that yesterday. Okay, for some reason. He was being questioned, him and his father, the older brother were, I should say. And let me correct a couple of things on that. Yesterday's video had mentioned how his father had been shot. He's not. His father's alive. The older brother's alive. The mother was shot, but not at the school. She was found dead at her home. Adam apparently took this car and drove to school, and that's where he committed the massacres. Anyhow, I'll leave a link to all this information here. I hope you follow along and you stay interested. There's a puddle of blood here that was found on site. What's that all about? Didn't hear anything about it in the news, but yet I got a picture here where there's a massive puddle of blood in front of that ambulance, and it's definitely red. Very clearly it's red. Anyhow, I hope you folks stay informed and join the website, and please check out the cult does double mass killings today. It's all connected. This is your Illuminati, your sick mother tuckers, okay? Taking advantage of a situation. And even look at the gun. The news never talked about this gun.
You can see that police find a long gun of some type in the trunk of the black vehicle that's been cordoned off at the elementary school all day long today. It's entirely possible the car belongs to the shooting suspect. Police are seen clearing the gun's chamber. At least one cartridge comes out of the gun. This just shows there is still much to learn about what happened today, and police are still very much in the middle of what will surely be a lengthy investigation. But again,
how come that's only taken out at the end of the day? That car was parked there all day long. You know, it's not till the evening, and then they cleared the chamber. Are you supposed to be doing that kind of stuff? I'm telling you, there's just too much fishy things that are taking place here, folks. I hope you come join the site. I'm adding new information as I find it. I'm adding new information. As you notice, I've taken down the old pictures I posted there and added the recent pictures. It's up to you if you want to stay informed on this whole thing. Okay, take care.